What's going on, guys? King Strats here, back another video on the channel, and today I went back to the dad, Papa John's. I call it the dad, I don't know why. I had the bright idea that I wanted to try something, so I got a medium pizza, and I'm gonna attempt to make my own Cool Ranch Papadilla. I said last time when I did the review, I actually have one over here, that I feel like you could do more with you did something yourself, so I'm making my own. And that's what's on the agenda today. Just went to the movies. I saw a movie called Hypnotic starring Ben Affleck, and we'll talk about that, I guess, a little bit in the video, but it's a dope movie. If you like movies like Inception, I think you'll really enjoy it. I just kind of did it on a whim. Also, these are back. I already watched the game day one, so I'm just gonna say nothing. Go Celtics, game 7, blah, 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 blah. Everybody likes to dance in my grave, but we ain't gone yet. So, that's a W. Drop a thumbs up. You guys already know the vibes. We did get a Papa John's Build Your Own Cool Ranch Papadilla, just to see if they did. A lot of people last time, I've been watching reviews since I did my own, and they got one that didn't have, like the Doritos seasoning on it, so it didn't bang. So, you know, the location does matter, but let's open this up and see. Oh, yeah, look. I'm just gonna take this out. See that? Some people didn't get on theirs. So that is the damn juicy. Pause. They didn't get theirs on there. So I also have about 7 packs of the Doritos seasoning, or the Doritos Cool Ranch dip, because it was my favorite part. And the guy at this point literally knows who I am. Like, I walked in and he was like, had my order waiting for me without me having to say something. I'm not trying to flex. I just eat there too damn much. I'm gonna be honest with you. This is a regular Papadilla. It was kind of a throw-in. I just wanted to see the difference. Oh no, it isn't. This is Oreo bites. So you got some Oreo bites, and then this is the regular Papadilla. I don't know, I just wanted to see what it looked like, I'm gonna be honest with you. They only cost like $6, so I said screw it. So I got a meatball Papadilla here. Wait, is this pepperoni? Yeah, it has pepperoni and meatballs in it? That's kind of a W. So this is a meatball Papadilla. I'm probably only gonna take a couple of bites of that because I told somebody I was gonna give it to him. I'm not gonna lie to you about that fact. Let's move this up out the way. And then I was gonna do something with this pizza, which was, I got a Papa Bowl, which is literally just a bowl of toppings. I forgot to tell them not to cut the pizza. That's an L by me. So I'm just gonna make like a pizza sandwich or something like that. But we'll figure it out. So that is a Papa Bowl. Looks a lot better than the first time I got it. I got it with extra cheese this time. It just seemed like a better idea. Let's get fat. So we'll start off with this Papa Bowl. Make a little bit of, oh, that's a lot of cheese. This is gonna be. I don't know how this is gonna work. We're gonna use these Cool Ranch Doritos. I wish I didn't tell him to cut it because I was gonna make a big one, but I'm not gonna be able to do that. You know, man, fuck it, let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. In the Papa Bowl is meatballs and pepperoni and banana peppers. FYI. I just found a good way to get pizza toppings. But we have to figure out if this works. And I actually have a whole bowl of toppings still left over here. There's still a half a bowl over here, so don't try this at home. But we're gonna make this work somehow. Actually, nah, it should work. It should work. It should work. It should work. I was in the movies, bro. I swear to you, I didn't know what I was gonna get, and I was like, I kind of want a Cool Ranch Papadilla because I think they taste good, but at the same time, I felt like I could do something that was slightly better, and I don't know how the hell this is gonna work, but we're gonna figure something out. So we got the Cool Ranch dip. Should have put it on the other side. I'm not gonna lie. We're gonna use 2 of them. Why the hell not? So if you include the chips, this came out to about $16. This is $7, and the Papa Bowl is $7. And then the bag of Doritos is $1.99 if you wanted to do this yourself. I don't know if this is gonna work, but we're gonna figure this the hell out right now. So here we have it. The homemade Cool Ranch Papadilla. Let's open this bad boy up. Oh, which one would you eat? Probably theirs. Shut up. We're gonna try it anyway. I'm gonna be honest with you. What this plays like is a freaking Papadilla. The only difference is I like the crunch that I'm getting from the Doritos. It's like getting a double stuffed Papadilla. And I like the amount of toppings that I got in it. They should do this. That's pretty damn good. I ain't gonna lie to you. I would order that again. I'll give it a 9 out of 10, bro. I'm not joking. You can get it whatever toppings you want to, which is kind of even better about it. Also, at the movies, they had, because of Fast X is coming out, they had a Toretto. I'm not joking. It's called Toretto. It's called like Toretto's Wild Cherry or something like that. So I got it. And it's a mix of Mr. Mid, aka Mr. Pibb. It kind of tastes like cherry Dr. Pepper. So it's not great, but you know, I'll probably give it like a 6 out of 10. But I did get it. But that's what that is. So here we go. Let's try their version. Well, it's my version actually, because I got Italian sausage and tomato with extra cheese. That's also pretty good. You could even just get this and put the Cool Ranch Doritos with it, which you can order now. I think it costs $10 for a combo, which isn't necessarily that bad. This with the Italian sausage in it and extra cheese is probably better than what I got before. But make sure you get this. And make sure, where's my chips? Drop my chips. That you do this. So you probably come in like this, and then just pop one in here like that. Honestly, I stand on what I said before. I think this is good. I really do. The extra cheese made it a little greasy this time, but it also added something to it. I would do this again as well, but I would rather do this, I'm gonna be honest with you. It just feels like I'm getting more out of it. But I still would give that a 9. You can't go wrong with either of these. The chips is a major play though. And this is their meatball Papadilla that comes, I got it with extra cheese as well. But I got the meatballs as well as the pepperoni. If you do the chips, it doesn't matter at this point. I'm starting to realize that. They sell this separately. You can buy it for $1, FYI. So, even if you get their regular pizza, just get the Doritos dip and you're on your way. I ain't gonna lie. Even this hits with the Doritos dip. You don't really need anything. But if you're really being fat, just do that. But don't get it cut and cut it yourself, because it looks kind of flimsy. But for real, this is kind of wild. Make sure you share this with somebody though, because that'll put you down for the count. But this one alone, I still think is good. I like their Papadillas. I just like to get more out of the pizza, because the pizza's only $6. You could even just get without the Papa Bowl and do the exact same thing, and it would work. So I'd rather you do that. I'd rather you get this for $6.99 and get a bag of chips and make your own. And you can literally recreate it. They're gonna get pissed off at this because I just saved y'all a bunch of money by switching to Geico. But it is what it is, bro. For some reason, a lot of people keep requesting about these Oreo bites, which I've done already. But people keep asking about them, and I usually prefer the cinnamon pull aparts. But this is the Oreo bites with their cream cheese icing. You get the extra little dip cup on there. That's very important. These taste different this time. Are there marshmallows in here this time? There's more marshmallows. Look, I didn't get marshmallows the last time. It makes these even better than I remember. So, they're still not better than cinnamon pull aparts, but I do enjoy them. They added more filling to this. Way better than the other times I got it. So, my money is still with cinnamon pull aparts, but this has now become respectable. Last time I gave these like a 5. I'll give these a 7.5 out of 10. I like them now. I'm saving that bag for Game 7. I didn't eat the chips today. For people who don't know, when the Celtics won the playoffs last year, these chips kind of got released. And I said, okay, like, I'm going to eat a bag of Jason Tatum chips every time the Celtics play for good luck. They went all the way to the finals, but their luck ran out. So I didn't start eating the bags until this is a whole crate for people. Some people weren't around last year. I didn't start eating the bags in the first series when they played the Hawks, because I felt like they didn't need the luck. No disrespect to the Atlanta Hawks. I just felt like, and it ended up being that way, that Boston was a much better team. With the Sixers, I knew we had a work cut out for us, because I think the Sixers are really, really good. When you got Embiid, who's literally the league's MVP, Harden, who is a former MVP, but still can do his thing, and a good supporting cast, I expected a battle. Which, if you go back to the videos, I even said that. So, I've been eating a bag of chips. They were about to go out, as far as like out of the playoffs, unless they won today. But I had already reserved this movie like 3 weeks ago. I'm finna go. So, I went to the movies. I didn't eat a bag. And the crazy part was I was in the movies with the game on. I had the game on. I go to the movies with the recliner, so I had the game on the little, because there's like a little platform they give you for your food. So I'm sitting there. I have a corner seat so nobody can really see, and I have it dimmed all the way down, and I'm like, but they ended up getting a W. And I know people in my comments love to like talk trash, because I'm a Celtics fan, so every time they lose I just get a bunch of like little Timmys being like, oh yeah, you lost, which is cool. I expect it. I don't really take it like it's not like I don't play for the Celtics. I'm not actually mad, but I know it's coming. And whenever they win, I don't hear nothing. It's just kind of how it goes. So I call those people the Dylan Brookses of the world, because you only talk when you win. But I got out in front of it yesterday. I still have the same kind of thing. I respect opponents, and I think the Sixers are a really good team. It's been a really good series. Game 7, let's roll the ball out. If y'all happen to win, good luck. It is what it is. But I saved the bag. So I don't know if I'm going to eat it now, because we won. But he played like crap for the first 3 quarters. So I don't know where to go with that. I'm at like a state of flux. I'm not asking y'all for advice, because y'all just try to make us lose. I don't want your advice. But That's what's on my mind right now. I don't know necessarily what to do about this upcoming game, but we'll figure it out. But I have to say, as a basketball fan, the playoffs have been really good this year. All the games in the series, for the most part, have been super exciting, save for the Denver versus the Suns thing, because last I checked, the Suns were up like 70-40 in the second quarter. I don't know what's going to happen in the game, but that's crazy. But other than that, like the Lakers Warriors and the Celtics Sixers, even the Knicks Heat, like, you know, nice little fight they got going. So if you're a fan of any of those teams, I know it's probably you've been going crazy, because it's very high-end nerves. If you're not a fan, you got to be enjoying this. The most enjoyable I find any sport is when I don't have a horse in the race. I don't know how y'all are with that, but when I can just watch the game as like a neutral, it's so much more exciting, bro. So when I'm watching like Golden State play the Lakers, I'm just watching and I'm having more fun. When I'm watching the Celtics play, bro, you know, you be like, man, come on. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's a little different because you feel like you got a stake in it. So I do that with soccer too. Like when I'm watching like Real Madrid play Man City this week in the Champions League, I'm just watching like, man, this is a good match, good football, you know, blah, blah, blah. Look at the goal, Kevin De Bruyne. Look at the goal, Vinicius, you know, Jr. And when I watch Chelsea attempt to play soccer, which they haven't really done this year, I can't even watch it. So I don't know how y'all are with fandom, but I think a lot of the people who are fans of sports can understand where I'm coming from. But anyway, I want to talk about this movie before I get out of here. I never heard of this movie save for what I usually do with my AMC pass, because I'm going to use it. I'm leaving here with something. Oh, he says it too much. I'm leaving with something. Huh? Nah, but what I usually do is I kind of just check the app and I see what's coming out. And believe it or not, like, I'm a pretty big fan of Ben Affleck as like an actor and director. I just feel like everything he does, like, it always bangs. Like Good Will Hunting. You know, I watched The Town the other day, which is like amazing. Gone Girl. And Argo. Like, you know what I'm saying? Not the chick flicks, but like that kind of stuff. So I'm looking on the app and I seen that it said Hypnotic. I seen Ben Affleck on the cover. I said, okay, I gotta check this out. So I look at the preview, and it's like a mind-bending kind of like, almost like Inception, but not like that story. But where like the plot, it's all over the place, and you keep ending up in different. I'll put it this way: the movie's an hour and a half, so it's not long, right? But if you're a fan of movies like Inception, and I keep using Inception, but it's kind of like a disservice. The one thing that I will say, even though it kind of has that whole like, I don't want to give away spoilers, but you know how Inception is when you're kind of in like multiple planes at once, and it has that kind of feel, but it was more linear. A lot of people don't like movies like that. Like Tenet was another one with Denzel's kid. I feel bad calling him that. John David Washington. I apologize. He don't want to be known as that. So with that movie, a lot of people were too confused to even make sense. With this movie, it did it, but it still made sense. It tied in where when you left the movie, you understood what the hell happened. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not necessarily saying that you have to go watch it type of movie, but it was awesome. I'm going to be honest with you. I was entertained the entire time. I like movies that, to me, 90 to 100 minutes is the sweet spot for any runtime in movies. Like, I don't like when movies are like 2.5 hours, if they don't have to be. Some movies, I feel like they just stretching them, you know? But this movie got right into the damn point. There was no, like, lull. It didn't need character building to that level. Some movies do need that, but this movie didn't. You didn't have to have that to follow along, because if you watch it, you'll see. Out of 5 stars, I would give it a 4.3 stars. Like, it was really good. The only thing that I will say is this is going to sound weird, I would have liked a little more confusion. Like, I feel like they could have did more with it. I know it sounds weird to say, but even with that, I love stuff like that. I love movies like that. I do think it's worth the trip if you're a person who enjoys the movies. I like to sit in the movies. Other than the fact that I had a dude next to me that had a little too much cologne on, and he had his girl with him, and they was like, okay, I'm not like mad at him, but it does hinder my experience in this sense. Like, he was talking to his girl. I don't care if people talk in a movie, like whatever, but at the same time, he was having full-on conversations with himself, bro. You know how some people be in movies like that? And, you know, like, do your thing, bro. Like, I'm watching the Celtics game, so I can't, like, bitch, because, like, I'm doing, like, rude stuff in the movies. Even though I did have it off to the side. Like, you're not supposed to do that. But he would, like, anytime something happened, he'd be like, oh, that's why. That he was, like, talking. So every once in a while, and he also, the one that really got me was, he was older, like, an older guy. You know what I'm saying? he had like you know how when you get a text message, some people have the blink, like the flashlight thing for the accessibility kind of thing. That was the only thing that really annoyed me. Like, you can talk in the movies, like, do your thing, bro. Cologne, a little much, but it is what it is. Like, at least it didn't smell bad. But every time he got a text message, it would like flash on, you know what I'm saying? Every single time. But, you know, other than that, I do think movies worth a watch. Look out for it if you're not a movie person. Like, whenever it comes on the streaming services, watch it, bro. It was dope. But I'm gonna get up out of here. I gotta go make some friends, as I always say. As you notice, there's a lot of food here for people who keep saying, I don't know how you eat like that. Because I don't eat it. That's how. Like, there's a lot of food in front of you, but I didn't eat it. Like, when the camera turns off, I'm not going to sit here and just be, we don't do that. So, I always have to reiterate that, because people are constantly asking. I know some of you, like, don't get it, and you probably didn't get this far in the video. Which, that is what it is, but I'm always going to cover my bases as much as I can, because I don't want people, I'm not trying to inspire people to eat this much food. I don't eat this much food. Okay? It's review service points, and it's entertainment and stuff like that. You know, for me, I can give food away and be okay with that. You know, it's not like I'm wasting it, number one. And number two, like, this is a business expense for me. If people, like, you make videos with food, it's different. You know what I'm saying? So don't do what I do. Like, if you want to do this and do this to pizza, share it with a friend or two, whatever. But I'm not here to be anybody's dad. But I do have to cover my bases with that kind of stuff. I hope if you watch this far that you understand what I'm saying. Because I do feel like sometimes when I say things that people don't hear what I say. Yesterday, I had a guy in a video tell me the food was bad in Chili's because it was like 40 minutes old. And even though in the beginning of the video, I said I drove 2 miles to get this and it took me 5 minutes to set everything up. It literally took me 10 minutes. Like, that's it. So even with that, like, I can't help that, but I'm always going to try to at least explain myself. But that's going to be the end of the video. I got a lot of stuff to do. As always, I always say that, but it'd be true. But, you know, sports fans, I'm going to go try to watch the end of this game and get some work done. Y'all know the vibes. But we back tomorrow. More content, man. I love y'all. The hand signs. They made it to YouTube.